that which shall survive. The light of Christ is the truth, and the truth is very powerful. And it can be overwhelming as people integrate the light of Christ, they integrate truth within themselves. And the solar flash is blasting away all of the old, and it's quite an intense experience to go through in the now moment. So in today's lesson, I'm going to explain to all of you how the solar flash is changing us to the person that we came here to be. If you're new to the channel, I'm Michael. I discuss the ascension journey and I make it relevant for everyday life people. And you might have heard of the solar flash, you might be well versed on it, or you might just start to go on your ascension journey and you're learning about it. Well, you are being refined. There's a lot of pressure right now. The solar flash is bringing in incoming light that is being integrated into the body. So in this lesson today, I'm going to start you all off with one concept, okay? Which is your reality? If you don't know this, okay, most of reality is mental, okay? So you got to know that your mentality, your subconscious programming is going to dictate most of the experience you're having. So with that said, what resonates with you? 93% of the function of DNA is light and sound reception and transmission. Or is majority of the function of DNA just junk? If you answered that, you're just junk DNA, you might as well turn off this video at this point. So, we are given subconscious programs. So people across the world, they're either realizing their power, they're realizing that their DNA, their essence is light and sound reception and transmission. You are receiving light and light codes and you're transmitting into the ether, into the quantum field, very powerful light. So if you're living your everyday life under the concept of a junk DNA, you might struggle during this time period. So when we start to peel back the veil, okay, the veil of these subconscious programs, and we're starting to realize that we're much more than we were led to believe. We're beyond junk DNA, okay? So this light from the solar flash is coming in, and it's quite intense. In this past week, as I'm leaving this message right now, okay, because 2025, we're going to witness all of these changes and shifts take place in the physical. If you're new to the channel or new to the ascension journey, things happen energetically before they manifest in the physical, right? So when we see physical changes, the energies to cause that change happened already. The past week has been very intense. Okay, so you might be getting this message in the now moment, and this message is going to last the test of time over the upcoming year. Has it been a very intense week for you? All right, and we're seeing increased activity in the Schumann resonance. So when you're actually following along the Schumann resonance, you could see the frequency that we're all living in. Just because, frequencies, they might be invisible to the naked eye, it doesn't mean that it doesn't affect our everyday life experience. So a lot of you might be familiar with these solar flares that have been popping off. Oh man, it's popping off. You could get the solar blasts going in the comment section. But these solar flashes, these events actually affect human consciousness. And we've been seeing an increase of these events, whether they are spikes in the Schumann resonance. We're witnessing X-class solar flares like never before. And you could sit back and you could think about what you are conscious and aware of now versus 2020. This solar flash energy comes in as waves. There was a woman years ago, her name was Dolores Cannon, and she spoke about this time period. And she said how it's too much for the human body to take in all at once. So if you've been part of this channel and community for quite some time, you know the waves, the main waves that we've already had. And anyone that's new, you could go back to the channel page. And one of the first main solar flash waves was at the end of December 2020. And we're going to focus on that as we go full circle now that we are in December of 2024. Another wave came in June of 2023. It was very powerful. Okay, and it really split a majority of frequencies. It split frequencies from the organic and the inorganic timeline. The truth, the Christ, the Antichrist, the fake. Did you witness this on your journey? Let us know in the comments. Okay? So this journey is really about free will. Will you accept the light? I don't know the answer. Okay? So a long time ago, I left a message. This will be the preparation to accept. Through your free will, you're going to accept the light into your body. A lot of people in the world, however, and it's really not their fault, they're too busy and they might be numb to these energies. A lot of people ask me, and we see these conversations going on in social media to those that are awake and aware of this transitionary phase that we're all in. Why are people numb to this? Why am I feeling X, Y, and Z and people don't feel anything? You might be getting this message in the now moment, okay? You might be feeling a lot of pressure in the crown chakra. That's your connection to God. That's your connection to Source. Put your crown on, fix it, it's a little crooked, right? No, you're feeling it in the crown in recent times, okay? And these frequencies that are out in the world, the matrix world, these limiting beliefs, okay? These frequencies of fear, guilt, and shame, they have to be removed. These frequencies of fear, guilt, and shame can actually numb you to the truth. They can numb you to love. Can you experience love? Hi. Do you want to experience love, baby? I'm sure you do. But can you experience love in your everyday life when you're being bombarded with fear, guilt, and shame? You probably can't experience that frequency. As we move forward, and this is the solar flash, I'm going to tell you a little inside secret here. The Antichrist is anxiety. The Antichrist is anxiety. What are you talking about, Uncle Mike? No. It's totally devastating people. How many people are tuned into this message right now and you dealt with tons of anxiety? Anxiety is fear of the future. What has happened since 2020? A lot of people had fear of the future, the uncertainty that we're going through. That anxiety is held in the solar plexus chakra, and you could hit the oranges, you could hit the yellows. That's the color we have to embrace because we're healing that right now. The energies that are coming in are healing the damage that was done to our people. Hit the like button if that resonates with you. So you might go through anxiety. You might have that anxiety hit you in that solar plexus area. And, it's not easy to deal with these symptoms, right? But we want to open up all the chakras of the body. Oh, you might be new. Hey, how you doing? You might be new to the ascension journey. No, chakra doesn't mean spiritual wackadoo guy. No, chakra in the ancient Sanskrit means spinning wheel of energy. Hi. So the spinning wheels of energy need to be moving. They need to be rolling, right? You need to be rolling right now. Each and every one of us are rolling. We're bulldozing through the great solar flash event. All right? So when you think about your solar plexus, what was the damage that you might have took on over the past few years? Where was the fear, guilt, and shame in your everyday life? All right? So what we're looking at right now, we could look at things, solar plexus, the crown, the corona of the sun. The light is activating your crown. You have a crown of light. Get the crowns going in the comment section. It's a crown of light. So you might feel the pressure. You might feel the pressure in the crown. You might feel pressure, uncomfortable symptoms lately in your solar plexus region. And if you are, we are a community. We're actually world famous. We're on every continent. Where are you located? Also, let us know in the comments. So where you feel this pressure in your solar plexus, if you feel the pressure in your crown, these are the activations. This is what you need so that you could become the person that you came here to be in 2025. We are amping up. The sun is amping up. And these bursts, we could see them whether we see X-class solar flares, whether we see spikes in the Schumann resonance. These frequencies, just because you might not be able to see them with your naked eye, it doesn't mean that they don't influence our everyday lives. I like the ring of that. So some people might be cut off. Okay, so you could be cut off in the solar plexus. It could happen anywhere in the body. Okay, you got to go directly to the source. It's something I've been sharing on this channel. A lot of people go outside of themselves, but I shared this for many years now. Oh yeah. The solar flash is an inside job. You could write it down. The solar flash is an inside job, because if you're not prepared to accept, the solar flash is not going to save you. The solar flash is not going to upgrade you for no reason, because you're doing the inner work to accept the light of Christ. And I hope in this presentation today of the solar flash and where we're going in 2025 and beyond, it resonates with you and you have a deeper understanding of this. You are being refined. There's a lot of pressure. God puts a lot of pressure on us so that we can be the best version of ourselves. And the truth is very pressureful. A lot of people out there in the world, they don't like the truth, but you might be getting this message. You haven't tuned off. You keep going. And you could say to yourself, I'm so fascinated by the truth. And some people run from the truth. So that's why we're seeing different, experiences right now in this very intense moment in the history of humanity. So this represents full circle. So I want you to go back to your life, maybe in December of 2020, and where you are now. And over the course of time, were there little jump-off points where you shifted your reality, you shifted your timeline, you were immersed with truth, you lost the fake, you lost the phony. Now it's time to present these things, because you know what? Years ago, just like a lot of you, I was studying the solar flash, right? Who's this crazy scientist? What is he doing, right? But the stones that the builders rejected now become the cornerstones, and each and every one of us are the cornerstones around the world. You might be getting this message. You could say, you know what, there's no one really in my general vicinity that I resonate with, that resonates with truth. And I have to connect with strangers that are around the world. Well, we're anchoring in the grid, but now, the work is already done. It will always be. Now we're able to come back together. So I love each and every one of you. And if today's message resonates with you, please click that like button. It's really helpful for this mission, for this vocation. Let's keep it going. Hit the subscribe button. We have daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern time, to help you become the greatest version of yourself. Let's get back into balance. Let's get back into alignment. Let's become the greatest version of ourselves. Awareness is the precursor to change. So once we're aware of a lot of the energies that are out there and how they affect our everyday lives, well, light warriors, then and only then, you will become the person that you came here to be. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. I love you all. Check out the channel page. We have tons of videos waiting for you. We have Facebook, TikTok, and Patreon Connect on all of the platforms. Utilize the hashtag #OurEverydayLives, and please share this video across the world. It's time for a brand new day, a brand new year, a brand new timeline. Yeah. I command the timeline now. I told you guys a long time ago, right? We're on the brand. Oh my God, we're on the brand. How did we get here? Everyone's saying, how did we get here? In a flash, your everyday life can change just like that, kid.